Ms. Joan Pereira, if you'd like to take both your cuts together, please do.
Chairman, the disruption to our economy from the pandemic has had different impact on various segments of our country. COVID-19 has inflicted disproportionate hardship upon those who are less well off and pushed those at the margins into further difficulties. To make matters worse, rampant misinformation on the internet and social media platforms is adding to the turbulence. Our world is under many stresses, and these have the potential to deepen societal divisions, especially those along religious and racial fault lines. There is much work to be done to narrow the gaps. We need to foster a cohesive and caring society in order to recover and forge ahead as one nation. Would MCCY share its strategies on how it will work with Singaporeans to close ranks and become a more united and resilient people? How will the government ensure that in our fight against the pandemic and consequent chaos, no one is left behind? One of my greatest concerns is the state of religious and racial harmony in Singapore. It is threatened by radicalization of troubled individuals and groups. The most recent case was that of a 16-year-old student of Protestant faith who plotted to attack 2 mosques and kill Muslim worshippers here. A few churches in my constituency reached out to the Masjid Jamek Queenstown, also in my division, for a sharing and meal together as an expression of solidarity to deepen the ties between both faiths and condemned the incident. Strengthening religious harmony is an ongoing work in progress. We are one of the most religiously diverse countries in the world. Mutual respect and tolerance are qualities that we must all conscientiously nurture and practice and teach our young. I commend MCCY for its work to build up religious tolerance among our people and look forward to hearing its new initiatives. I propose MCCY facilitating regular sharing sessions among our different faiths, which is key to building trust and understanding. Similarly, we need to put in effort to encourage Singaporeans to do their part to build racial harmony. The more we interact with members of different racial communities, the better we can understand one another and learn that, in fact, we have so much more in common than differences. What is exciting for me is that there is much wisdom we can gather from those who are different from us. Would MCCY share the projects and initiatives it has in store to further enhance our racial harmony? Second cut, Chairman. One of the silver linings from the COVID pandemic is how it ignited the spirit of gotong royong in our society. There are various interpretations and translations for this phrase, including active citizenry, cooperation in a community, and mutual aid. My favorite is carrying burdens together, because gotong means carrying a burden using one's shoulder, and royong means together or communally. Carrying burdens together implies a willingness to help another lighten his load. It means stepping forward to volunteer and lend a helping hand. During this crisis, many individuals, businesses, and community groups have indeed stepped up. They voluntarily contributed time, energy, and money to organize their own ground-up initiatives to assist those in need. This outpouring of selflessness brought strangers and the community together in a common cause. I'm heartened and inspired by the efforts of our people to work together for the benefit of our community. I earnestly hope that we will be able to continue the momentum and sustain this spirit of mutual care, trust, and understanding. Even as we are helping the needy, we are simultaneously building bonds across religious, racial, and cultural boundaries and learning more about ourselves and our Singapore identity. A student volunteer shared how he would never look at a packet of food the same way again after helping to distribute packets of meals to some needy families. Coming from a very comfortable background, it was hard for him to visualize food insecurity in our bustling city. His experience as a volunteer had been an eye-opener and strengthened his resolve to be more involved in the community. How is MCCY encouraging more individuals from all walks of life, including youths as well as corporates, to step forward, volunteer, and contribute to make a positive impact? I would like to suggest that the ministry facilitate regular meetups for volunteers of COS-based programs to share their experiences, challenges, pains, high points, hopes, and more. Each one of us has a different takeaway from our volunteering experience. Such sharing and interactive sessions will be helpful for bonding and motivating one another to stay involved and keep going. Otherwise, some of them may feel alone along the volunteering journey and drop off. On the other hand, if they enjoy the volunteering journey, they will encourage their family members, friends, and relatives to join them. Sharing is also helpful if boredom or inertia sets in, as fellow volunteers can give advice about different ways of contributing or even make a change to another cause. Thank you.